Version 0.13 is where I started hammering away at a lot of little details, but also enhancing the remaining bosses. Here we go. Keyblade Master now costs 0 AP and is forcefully equipped because otherwise it will immediately overwrite the max AP value on any difficulty that was in critical mode. Attacking out of dodge roll with sliding dash using R2 is now a growth ability for base Sora known as Dodge Slide. This is new for limit form since the mod starts you off with dodge roll once Sora gets his outfit. To give you a better way of tracking that a Valor form critical hit is ready, the attack command changes to critical until you unleash it. Reflex damage is nerfed! You already get full iframes for 10 MP. That thing was already strong enough. Use more skill for your damage. Donald, Goofy, and Riku will now randomly taunt if you're doing it out of combat.
Feeling a little regret?
Donald and Goofy will also randomly taunt in the opening cinematics of battles.
Feeling a little regret? This is it!
In the vanilla game, Roxas' floating Keyblades wouldn't do anything unless you were in base form or limit form, due to other drive forms normally being inaccessible. I set out on a journey to repair these, and soon discovered that I would essentially have to write a moveset for every drive form in Roxas' AI itself, since the weapons are coded as sequences that trigger based on what animation Sora is playing in a specific drive form. On the other hand, it's fucking awesome, so I did that. Shan-Yu's bird now has a visual and audio cue for when it is about to attack. I mean, I know you're still gonna get hit. Now we're going to get into the challenge mode AI again. This patch has some very notable ones, and I'll go into more detail for some of these. Gamblers have been given some very specific buffs which will make more sense in a moment. They are now immune to magnetism, meaning they will not be drawn in by attacks like Magnet or Disaster. They also have anti-air logic like many other AI in challenge mode, and they'll teleport if they're on different terrain from the player or too far away. The reason is, this patch also includes a new Megalixir room for Twilight Town, since it didn't have any before. As you can see, the mansion foyer has some stairs and handles and is a decent size, some chandeliers in the way. So I had to make some actual terrain detection for this to be challenging. Also, most mobs in this game are countered by magnets, so just that change alone already makes these guys more unique, oddly enough. Shan-Yu is actually a strong sword fighter with much more awareness. Instead of summoning the Nightwalker Heartless, he directly issues commands to the bird with visual and audio tells. The way he can be mobile is also expanded upon, and his AI will make a lot of tricky choices to try and throw you off. His attacks can combo you, deal more devastating damage depending on the move, and he'll even try to draw you in. He also has a new desperation move, which I will not be showing you. Dark Thorn moves much more like a rabid pureblood Heartless, signaling its attacks if you're paying attention, but will also make use of new Darkness spellcasts as well. That's right, I learned how to make the AI cast its own magic. As with most of the smarter AI, he is very aware of positioning, but he is also unique in that he can challenge you to a fight on the balcony. I think it's a balcony anyways.
It's over! Yeah, this is it! Back off! What'd you expect?
He also will not fight you in stealth, so you can properly learn all of this and appreciate his animations. He also has a new desperation move, which I will not be showing you. Good luck. Also, there's a checkpoint between him and Shadowstalker now, so don't worry too much about dying. Saix is incredibly volatile and deadly, and will demand both your attention and good positioning at all times while he is in Berserk mode. He has many ways he'll start swinging, and many ways he'll continue swinging. I won't go into too much detail beyond this, but let's just say he'll be attacking like he really is angered, and you'll have to properly learn him if you want to win. This also applies to the Data version, of course. Data Axel now uses a few more attacks to make the fight less linear, so while you can't infinitely loop him, there are many things you can respond to, making it a very fast-paced fight.
What'd you expect? Get back! How'd you like that?
Data Xaldin has had most of the logic from a story version ported over, in addition to having higher awareness and more planning involved. A big change for Phase 3 is that even though he can cancel the Desperation move often, he will actually cancel the wind barrier on himself if it is ever started, allowing for more potential interaction. As a reminder, the Warp Attack in Phase 3 also gives you Learn, so you can play the game with him even though he is more difficult. Remember that neat custom music tool I mentioned? Well, we have cutscene support now, along with a couple of fun options. You can now stop the music from changing with a checkbox, if you want to keep a song from sound test manually playing. There's also an overhead camera option to simulate an arena fighter perspective, which I made in a few minutes for a friend, so it could be buggy even if it's neat. Also, this is the patch where it's actually working. If you know, you know. This minigame has triple the amount of time on the meter. You're welcome. A lot of the text has been changed in the tutorial to gradually introduce mechanics to the player that are important to learn. I have also added a brain rot heart for abilities that you need to read to fully understand, but you're probably not going to read it anyways if you need the brain rot heart. That'll do it for the notable changes in this version that are interesting enough for video form. Thank you very much for watching. Here's some footage.
You gonna cry? No shoe! Right! It's over! Back off! China!
I'll handle this!
Give me strength! It's over! This is it! Take this! What'd you expect? It's over! You gonna cry? How'd you like that? Take this! Back off!
Let's do this together! I'll handle this!
Right! It's over! This is it! This is it! You can overpower me! This is it! This is it! regret? Oh, you! Free! Give me strength! What'd you expect? Right!